I came from Point Pleasant, New Jersey, 392 miles away from here. And I had to work yesterday, so I left after work. I got out of work at 7 o'clock. I drove all night. I haven't slept. Here I am. And why am I here? I'll tell you why. Because this is amazing. This is an amazing part of history. Donald Trump is our first rock star superhero president. He's the real-life Tony Stark. They should just call him President Iron Man.
To bring out the crowds the way he does, I honestly feel like I'm at a rock concert. And this guy has totally brought people into politics who weren't even into politics before.
Nobody has ever made politics this much fun. And you know, I've been around a while. I'm 61. But back when I was in high school, I attended a rally for Ronald Reagan in Manchester, New Hampshire. And I remember they were really amazed because almost 1,000 people showed up. I love Reagan, but Reagan couldn't touch Donald Trump. This is the most amazing president there ever was. And a Trump rally, it's like the greatest rock concert combined with the Super Bowl, the 7th game of the World Series, New Year's Eve in Times Square, Halloween, the 4th of July, and your birthday all rolled into one. It still can't compete. And I really feel sorry for my angry, bitter, persnickety liberal friends, because I've told them, even if you don't like the guy, you're living in a wild time. You have the obligation to see one of these rallies, because you're never going to see anything like this again.
I say this to my liberal friends too. I'm like, you know, just go, just check it out, just see what it's like for yourself. What's your favorite thing about President Trump?
I could tell you a story that still amazes me, a personal contact I had with him. This was in Manchester, New Hampshire, Londonderry, New Hampshire, about 3.5 weeks ago. But in the middle of his speech, and I've been to a lot of rallies. I've been to 30, this is my 38th rally now. I was in the rally. This reflects the kind of man President Trump is. I'm in the rally, and he was talking about the achievements that he's proud of. And he said, I'm really proud of getting Right to Try passed.
To give critically ill patients access to life-saving cures, we passed, and hopefully anybody here doesn't need it. Nobody here. Uh-oh, do you need it? Uh-oh.
And I simply shouted out from the crowd, yes, Mr. President, thank you for Right to Try. He turned and he pointed at me and he said, you, I know you.
He's been a friend of mine. God, come on. He's been here for a long time.
Do you need medical care that you can't get into the United States? Are you in need of medical care? And I said, no, I'm all right. He goes, no, if you do, you talk to my chief of staff, Mark Meadows. You can see this in the video. He said, you talk to my chief of staff. When this speech is over, we will fly you to the best hospital in the U.S., and you will get the treatment you need no matter where in the world it comes from. You will be getting your medical treatment by midnight tonight. And I said, no, Mr. President, it's not for me. It was for my wife.
Is she okay? I'll get it for her. Is she okay? We got to get her on the list. Tell me.
And I said, no, you don't understand, Mr. President. It's too late. And he said, no, it's never too late. You got to have faith. He goes, give it a try. I said, no, this is before you were president. This is years ago. This is 8 years ago. Obama was president.
Oh, from before? Well, that's a long time before I was president. Does she want to get on the list? Because I've seen you at rallies before. I want to get, will you please, I want to get his wife on the list. It's called Right to Try. Right to Try. We'll work.
And he said, no, you're confusing me. I don't understand. Before I was president, there was no right to try. I said, that's the point, Mr. President. My wife had a rare form of cancer. They said that she had 2 months to live. There was viable treatment, new treatment taking place in Frankfurt, Germany. I couldn't get the treatment done here. I had to hawk everything I owned, borrow money from friends, destroy friendships. We flew to Germany. I got her treatment there. I went bankrupt on this venture, and I ran out of money, and she was getting better, but we had to come home. I had no more money. I could not afford to finish this. And we came home, and she was getting better for a while, and then her health failed, and she died. And I said, and if there was a right to try, maybe it would have been a different outcome. And he got teary-eyed, and he said, I'm so sorry.
I wish I were president. You would have had a different solution. Thank you.
Now, what other president would do this? I mean, you think Obama would do this? Would just point out to some random anonymous stranger in a crowd at a rally, like Obama could have a rally with 15,000 people, and then offer him, like, you need medical help, you're going to get it tonight? No, I mean, It makes me want to cry when I think of the horrible things the radical left-wing media says about him and the evil Marxist Democrats, because on top of everything else, being a bold, tough guy, maybe a bit abrasive and funny, he's a great stand-up comedian, but this is a caring, compassionate, decent man, a wonderful human being, and I love him. If he's watching this, Mr. President, I love you.
We love you.
And now you sign a document. We give you the greatest medicines, even if they haven't been approved. And if somebody's terminally ill, like in the case of your wife, if somebody's terminally ill, at least you have hope.